start by standing today. We bring our heels under our hips, toes straight ahead. Give yourself a shoulder roll. Bring your shoulders up, back, and down. Here's your inhale. Big inhale up. Exhale, blow it out. 2 more times. It's your inhale, your exhale. 1 more time. Inhale up. Exhale. Arms stay down, arm swings, gentle little swings. Get some movement in your upper back. Hips stay to the front. And let the movement move through the upper back, shoulder area. Bring yourself to center. Take your hands behind your head. Posture check. Elbows wide. Chin is level to the ground. Make sure your knees are soft, your core engaged. Squeeze your elbows to the front. Open your elbows to the side. Squeeze to the front. Open to the side. Knees soft, core tight. There's your squeeze. And you're open. Now, each time you squeeze to the front, chin stays level. Keep pressing the back of your head into your hands. 1 more time. Elbows open wide. Take your hinge forward. Here's your good morning. Press your hips back. Pull in the core. Bring yourself all the way back up. We'll do this a few more times. Here's your hinge. Knees stay soft. Core stays engaged. And you bring it back up. 1 more time here. It's your forward. Bring it up. Keep it up tall. Slide your fingers to your shoulders. Elbow circles. Elbows up and around. Up and around. Switch directions. Take it in the opposite direction. Bring 1 arm down and we're taking arm circles. Take the arm up and around. Now right here, stability. Zip the core. Keep your knees soft. And there's the full range of motion wherever that is for you. So you want to keep everything engaged as you make this circle. We switch arms here. Now remember, what we're doing is everything is still. Your hips are staying stable, your core is staying engaged, and just the arm is moving up and around. 1 more time here. Baby squats. Here we go. Little squat down. Now this is small because we're warming up the hips, knees, ankles. It's a little down and bring it up. There's your down and you're up. Here's your down and you're up. Next one, arm sweep. When you come up, take your inhale. Reach up, inhale. Release down, exhale. Here's your up. Here's your down. Nice, slow, full body warm up right here. Taking it up and down where it is comfortable for you. This time, hands are coming to your thighs. It is your cow cat. Drop the belly, move it through your spine. Chin drops. Bring it up. There's the drop. Now feel this movement through your spine, your back. Work with your breath. It's your inhale and your exhale. 1 more time. Now carefully roll yourself all the way up. Once you're up, bring your shoulders back and down. Get into your stable position. Heel lifts here. Wherever your arms go that work for you, we lift to our toes. You pause at the top. And then you let your heels come down. We do this 2 more times. Lift up, little pause at the top. Do the best to roll through your big toe. And then you bring it down. We'll do 1 more time. Lift, pause at the top, and gently bring it down. And knee lifts are here. Now I want you to keep your hands on your hips. Lift the knee, little pause when you get there, bring it down. We lift the knee, little pause, release it down. One more time like this, each side. We set the leg down. Now I want you to get ready because the next time that we do it, we're gonna hold the knee up and check our balance. We're gonna hold the knee up 15 seconds, hold it up here, and if today you're doing really great with your balance, you would close your eyes, check it out, see how it feels. We release this side down, the other knee comes up. It's an option once you're there. We would close our eyes, check it out, see how it feels to balance with your eyes closed. Way more challenging for sure. And set the leg down, take some hip circles. Take your hips around in one direction. Hips go around in the opposite direction. We are going to meet at the back of our mat. We're getting ready to roll it down. When we get down, we're going to go on hands and knees for cow cat. Here is chin to chest. Make this feel good. That means your knees soften. Hands meet your mat. You're on your hands and knees. Cow cat, once you're set up, drop the belly, pull the belly up, tailbone drops, top of the head drops. It's an inhale as you drop the belly. It's an exhale as you round. Take a couple of these where it feels good. One more time. Meet in your all fours, stable here. Downward dog. Move your hands a little further forward, tuck your toes. Here's your stretch for your downward dog. Sometimes the downward dog feels really good with the legs straight. Often bending the knees feels even better as you press your hips back. Take your downward dog wherever it feels good for you. Connect with your breath. Bring yourself hands and knees. We're back in all fours. And now we work on our balance. Take one foot behind. Start with the foot behind. Level the hips, pull in the core. Keep this low back stable, leg goes up. Arm goes up. And now you have your hold here. Release this side down. Take the opposite leg behind. Start with the foot on the floor. Level the hip, so drop your hip bone, pull in the core. There's leg up, arm up, and now you hold it. Release this side. Take your leg out behind. We're going to keep the leg out behind. Again, level your hips, pull in the core. Take the foot out to this side. Think of it as a half jack. Your hips stay level, core stays engaged, and now you cross the leg behind your back. You take it out to this side, think of it as a half jack, and then you cross the foot behind you. This is a lot of stability. It's not about really, it's about keeping the core engaged, the hips level, a lot of awareness of what is happening in your body as you make the movement. You go out, you cross. Bring this leg in, we get ready to take it to the other side. Foot goes out behind, level the hips, pull in the core, take the toe out to the side, take the leg out across. Now our hips stay completely still, and we're really working to keep our low back completely stable. Foot slides to the side, it crosses behind. Out to the side, cross behind. One more time, to the side, cross behind. All fours, downward dog. Ground your hands, tuck your toes. It could be a child's pose. If you would rather take a child's pose, take a child's pose. Downward dog is going to give you a little more lengthening through the legs. Again, knees can always bend as your hips go back. Think of a long, straight spine here as you reach top of the head to the tailbone. Slide forward into plank. Once you're in your plank, hold it here. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring your knees down, Sphinx pose. Forearms go down to the floor. Toes walk away. Give yourself a stretch here. Ground the hands, reach from the tailbone to the top of your head. Release yourself down, locust, hands are coming by your thighs, fingers touch your toes, legs come up. Cobra, hands are by your rib cage, shoulders back, wherever your cobra feels good today. You can look over one shoulder, look over the other shoulder. Release yourself down. Fingertips reach out to the front. Think a little wider, maybe a Y feels good. Lift up the upper body. Lift the lower body and hold your upright here. Are your hip bones level? Is your core engaged? Are you lengthening? That is different than lifting up. We're getting longer here. Sweep your hands to your thighs. Touch your toes with your fingers. Cobra, hands are by your rib cage. Bring yourself up. Give yourself a stretch. Look over one shoulder. Look over the other shoulder. Release yourself down. Cow cat or child's pose, whichever one feels best for you right here. There's your stretch, your lengthening. We are going to start working with our weights right here. We're coming into a lunge. Heavier weights are going to be for your back. Lighter weights are going to be for your biceps. I'm taking this from a lunge today. I have both my different weight sizes ready. I'm doing this from a lunge. If you want to do it from all fours, go for it. It is more challenging. Here is your setup. When you're ready, you pull, you release. You pull, you release. Think of your shoulders staying square to the floor as you lift, so you're really getting the engagement through the back each time. I am going to do a little higher number of reps today. We take our time, we pull and lower. You pull and lower. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we switch sides. Set the weight down. The opposite leg is in the front. Once you're there, grab your weight, add your pull, release down. Again, we just want to check shoulders stay square to the floor. Elbow slides back and up. We still use our breath as we go through the movement. You would exhale when you're doing the most effort. Five more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the weight down. We are going to switch into our bicep curls along with overhead presses. This is where I grab a smaller, lighter set of weights. I'm also kneeling high, great chance, low squeeze of the glutes, pull the core in. Here are your bicep curls up. You slowly bring them down. We curl up, slowly bring it down. We're staying here for a little higher number of reps. It is your up and you're down. We're really focused on the front of the arm here, but it's also a great chance. Think, are you engaged in your glutes? Are you engaged through your core? Keep our elbows right next to our waistline. Our shoulders are relaxed. Five more. Here's your 5. 4. 3. 2. Next move is our overhead press. I'm having you bring the weights up, palms face the front, goalpost arms, press up, bring it down. Keep in mind, pressing a little bit in front of you might feel better for your shoulder joint. Also a chance for you to keep your core engaged to support your low back. And just like we did for the other moves, I am doing a higher number of reps today. That means if you start getting fatigued, alternate your arms. You do one at a time if you're starting to lose your form. We have 5 more here. This is 5, 4, 3, 2. Here comes the last one. Bring your arms down. You can set your weights to the side. Give yourself a nice stretch here. You might be taking your hands behind, open up your shoulders. Whatever feels good, you might need shoulder rolls. Because we work the back, you might hug a big ball, add little side to side. You're just releasing it wherever it works best for you. I do want you to set your weights up at the end where your head is going to be. We're moving right into our chest and our tricep work. But we're going to practice the roll up, roll down. I'm using the strap, or I should say my resistance band. I want to show you this option. If you feel twinging in your low back, which we do not want to feel, this is a great chance to work on your rolling down with some assistance. You would take the band around the bottom of your feet. I'm holding on to this strap. The band is going to help you control this down part. Maybe you go all the way down, maybe you don't. And with a strap, you can bring yourself up. Now I'm using the strap. I'm not going all the way down quite yet. I want you to get the feel of this. Pull the belly in and really think, this is core strength. If at any point you feel it in your back, then you would adjust it. Bend your knees, make changes. We're going to do this a few times. I want you to get the feel of this. We are still working the core just as much. We're just doing it with a little bit of assistance that actually might make the movement that much better. There's the roll down and the roll up. We'll do this one more time. We're going to take it all the way down to the floor. When you get to the floor, you can go ahead, release the band carefully, however you want to release it. Set the band to your side. We are moving on into our chest work, which means it is going to be our chest press. This is going to be your heavier set of weights. Focus specifically on the chest. We are doing a higher number of reps. Legs can be bent. Here's your press for your chest. You bring it down. Push, control it down. Push, and bring it down. As we do the chest press, it's a good chance to check to see if you're stable through your core. How is your sacrum, your lower back area secure to the mat? There's the push, and you bring it down. Push, release down. Up, down. Up, down. 5, 4, 3, 2. Tricep presses here. Once your palms are up, take the palms, face them towards each other. Arms slide right by your rib cage. You press it up. We won't do as many reps here. This is a tricep press. Because we are using our chest, we can use our heavier weights, but you might feel a little extra effort coming into the tricep because our elbows are staying by the side and they are helping push up. We have 4 more here. 4, 3, 2. Next move, pull over. I am going to set one of my weights down carefully. Pull over. I'm going to use one heavier weight. You could also use 2. We're doing a total of 20. We will switch the hand in front when we're halfway through. There's your pullover. We have the reach overhead and pull it back up. Another great exercise for you to really check in. What is happening with your core? Your rib cage. We want our rib cage to stay in and together. So we might have to focus a little bit more on that exhale to control the flaring of the rib cage. Three more with this hand in front. On the next one, we switch the hand in front carefully. Take the opposite hand in front. Once you have that done, here's your over and your pull. Now, when we switch the hand in front, you will have to reassess what's happening with your core, your back, your rib cage. Five more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chest flies are next. When you move into your chest flies, I'm going to grab a little lighter set of weights. We're also going to do our tricep extensions. One weight in each hand. Arms are up, palms face in, then you open to the outside, squeeze back up. Right here, to keep the move challenging, at the top, stop with your weights over your shoulders, meaning we keep space, a couple inches between the weights at the top. That gives us more control through our chest. We're making the whole movement active. We have open and squeeze. Open, squeeze. Five more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Arms stay up this time. We have our tricep extension. Little bit of a diagonal. Here's bend the elbows, bring it up. Bend the elbows, bring it up. Shoulders are stable. Check in with your core. Bend, engage your triceps, bring it up. You take it down, you bring it up. And yes, we are tossing in extra reps of this move as well. Remember to breathe. If you start holding your breath, it would be your exhale with the effort. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your weights down, set them out of the way, gently, carefully. Give yourself a big stretch. Now that could be knees coming into your chest. It could be a long stretch from your fingers to your toes. It could be the opening of your chest or the tricep stretch with your arms coming across. Give yourself wherever the stretch is best for you. We are going to grab our block. Hopefully your block is nearby. Mine's near my head. We're going to grab our block. We're going to do a couple bridges. We're going to include this as we do our dead bug as well. Block is going to come behind between your knees. Now, I like to add this option just to bring more awareness as you make the movement. Arms are by your side. Block is between your thighs. Press into your feet, take a bridge. We've been on our back for a while. I like to add the bridge in. It's a chance for you to stretch through the thighs, but also get that activation through the glutes, the hamstrings. Hold it here. We're going to stay 10 more seconds. we start bringing the hips down right here. Take the block, and we're gonna do our dead bug. We did this with a foam roller in yoga Saturday, but today we're gonna use the block. I have the block between my knee and my hand on one side. Your other arm and leg goes up. Usually it's opposite arm, opposite leg. When we do this, it's the same side as you make the movement. Now the idea here, it's stability. As you make the movement, you should feel the core really engaged and challenged. Our hips stay level. And again, remember to exhale. If you hold your breath, let the breath go. One more time on this side. And now we take the block on the other side. Take the block between the thigh and the hand. Other arm and leg is up. There's the reach. And you bring it in. Reach. Bring it in. Again, I want you to feel hips stay level. What is your core doing? What is your rib cage doing? Is it flaring out each time you lengthen? Or can you use that extra exhale, keep the rib cage in and together with the movement? We have one more to go. And we return to your bridge. Take the block between your thighs. Hands are by your side. Press into your feet. Lift your hips. Here's your bridge. Tailbone shoots away. Hold the little pose. Remember, we want to feel the glutes engaged. If you do not feel your glutes working, ground into your heels, do a little drag of your heels to your shoulders. That'll activate your glutes, your hamstrings a little bit more. Now gently, hips come down. Set your block to the side. Take some windshield wiper side to side. A little release for your hips, your low back. We are going to practice our roll up, roll down one more time. Hopefully your band is nearby. I'm going to take my band however you want to get on the bottoms of your feet. I'm going to take my note so that when I'm ready, this is your roll up. It is chin to chest. Let the band help you as you bring yourself up. And we're going down and up a few times. Pull the core in. Round, squeeze the glutes. Have the glutes help you as you go down and up. We also have to remember to breathe. You're rolling down with a band. You can have that full control on the way down. Full control on the way up. Let's do one more. When you get to the top, we're going to stay at the top, adding our spinal stretch. Set your band to the side. Take a little forward fold wherever it feels good. Now we were on the back for quite a while. This is a chance to just release through the back side of the body. We sit up tall, feet come above the width of the mat, hands are in front. This is your spinal twist. We take a twist to one side. I do want you to feel the core engagement as well. This means you need to engage the core and then twist. Engage the core, twist. One more time, each direction. Our next move is our saw. Feet can go a little wider, fingertips reach out, you add your twist, your reach, look back, and pull in the core, sit up tall. This is still core. Reach and lift. Twist, reach, and focus on keeping the glutes sealed to the mat, especially when you do the reaching part. One more time. Bring yourself back to center. We're going to roll down. I'm going to use the band to roll down. Once you get down, you are going to stay down. If you don't want to use the band, you don't have to. Once you get there, there is your roll down. You can release the band, and we are going to move right into some crunches. Hands behind your head. Take your exhale, lift. Release it down. Exhale, lift. Release. Exhale, lift. Release. One more time. Straighten out the front leg. Cross the arms in front of your chest. Heel stays down. Add your exhale, lift. Release down. Exhale, lift. Release down. You should feel your core working. Remember, exhale, use the core to lift. Release down. Two more. One. Next move is our quadruped lift. Arms can rest by the side. Slide the leg up the wall. Stop at 45. Slide the leg down. Heel never touches the floor. Slide the leg up. Slide the leg down. It is a slow up, slow down. Now, are your hips staying level as you lift and lower the leg? Is your core staying engaged and your rib cage in and together? Four more. We should feel our quadricep should be engaged. You should feel some work happening as you lift and lower. One more time. Relax this leg down. You can tap it out if you felt a little burning. It is time for our crunching on the other side. Opposite leg goes out straight. Arms cross in front. Here's your exhale, lift. Release down. Exhale, lift. Release. Exhale, lift. Release. Two more. One more time. Quadricep lift here. Arms are by your side. Foot slides up the wall, stops at 45. Foot slides back down. We slide the leg part way up. We control it down. Leg stops 45 degrees up. Lower, but don't let it touch the floor. Slide the leg up. Slide the leg down. Slide part way up. Slide down. 5. 4. 3. 2. Next move, we're taking a bridge. I'm using it to stretch out the quadriceps. Now that we did work for the quads, heels down, press the hips up. Give yourself your bridge pose right here. Release the hips down. Figure 4. Take your ankle over your knee, hand behind your head. We're taking some obliques as you lift the shoulder towards the knee and bring it down. I said shoulder, so it's a lift of the shoulder towards the knee. That's different than your elbow. What we're really doing is bringing the shoulder blade up and off the mat as you exhale and lift. 3 more on this side. 3, 2. We switch sides, take it to the other side. Other leg comes up, hand behind, exhale, shoulder comes up, release it down. Shoulder comes up, release down. Exhale, lift, release. Exhale, lift, release. 2 more. Corkscrew is next. Both of our feet go up, toes towards the ceiling, heels together, feet are making a V, toes are out. Engage the core, add your circle on the ceiling. This is a big movement, meaning lots of core engagement here. Your circle might be big, it might be small, but the idea is to feel the core do the work, different than using your back. Switch directions. Exhale when you're doing that effort. Usually the swooping down area is where you have to exhale. Next will be our bicycle. Take it in slow motion. Hands behind your head. You're lifting your shoulder off the mat. Return to center. Lift the shoulder off the mat. Return to center. Shoulder up. Center, shoulder up, center. Exhale, lift, release. Exhale, lift, release. 4, 3, 2, long stretch right here. Reach from your fingers to your toes. We are rolling over onto the front side. Once you get on the front side, we are setting ourselves up for a low plank. Bring yourself through. Think elbows under shoulders. I'm starting with my knees, getting myself set up for my low plank. Once that is set up, one leg might go up, both legs might go up, and we hold our forearm plank here. Remember to breathe. I'm adding a little movement. That means you have to engage your core, keep your hips level, tap one knee down, switch, tap down, switch. If you had your knees down to begin with, you would lift one knee and switch. Keep the low back nice and stable. Tap, release, tap, up. There's your tap, lift, tap, lift. 4, 3, 2, take a Sphinx pose right here. Knees can come down. Give yourself your big stretch. Reach top of the head to the toes. Release down right here. Go right into a cobra. Hands by your rib cage. Shoulders back. Big stretch here. Take a look one side to the other side. Bring yourself down. Press back into your child's pose. Hips can press back. Give yourself a big stretch. Bring yourself on your hands and knees. Cow cat here. Drop the belly. Look up. And round through your spine. We are going to start stretching. The first stretch is going to be our lunge. I'm also taking it into our deeper stretch. I mention it because I like to use a block for my hand. If your block is nearby, go ahead and grab it. Lunge is first. That's foot to the front. Now I like to tuck my toes. Stretches the foot. Gets a deeper stretch for the quad, the hip. Fingertips go up. It's not so much about raising the arms as it is lengthening through your waistline. That also increases the stretch down the thigh and the hip. We take this inside hand, take it to your block if you choose to use a block. Back leg is coming up. I'm deepening the stretch right here. Check to see front foot flat on the floor. Wiggle your toes. Knees keep going forward. Twist. The twist happens by grounding into the bottom hand and lengthening the top hand up. Back leg is still active. Can you squeeze the back leg glute and keep the leg a little more active? Release the hand down. Bring the back knee down. Hamstring stretch here. Slide your hips back. I only like to go part way. Feel free to go back further if it works for you. All of us are different. You're going to find where you get the best stretch for the back of the leg. Bring yourself up. Switching sides. I'm setting the block on the other side. Here's the lunge, opposite leg to the front. Again, if you can tuck the toes under in the back foot, go for it. Fingertips reach up. Remember, it is more about lengthening your waistline than the arms going up. Feel that deep stretch in the front of the thigh. Hand is coming down to your block. Here is. Lift the leg. Now we want to ground into your hand. Add your twist. Back leg stayed active. Take a few breaths while you're here. Arm comes down. Knee comes down. Slide back. There's your hamstring stretch. You can set your block to the side. Take your leg behind. Slide all the way forward, back onto the front side. We're doing our quadricep stretch right here. You are bringing the heel towards the glutes. We already stretched out the quad some. I'm adding a little bit more right here. Feel the hips go down into the mat. To stretch our chest, take your arm out to the side. And leg comes up and over, getting a deeper stretch. Now I'm doing chest stretch, thigh stretch, hip stretch. Bring yourself back onto your front side. Inner thigh stretch here. Take the leg that was up out to the side. Maybe you keep the leg bent. Let your hips come down to the mat. You might be able to straighten the leg if it feels okay for you. It's whichever one that gives you the best stretch. If you're forcing yourself into the stretch and it's not working, then you change it. Slide this leg in. We have the other side to go. This would be heel coming in towards your glute. If you can reach your ankle, you're reaching for it. If not, no worries. Press the hips down into the mat. Arm goes out to the side. Take the leg over behind you. Shoulder chest stretch, but we're also stretching the quadricep a little bit more. Bring yourself back onto the front side. Here's the inner thigh. Take the leg out to the side. Knee might be bent, or you might choose to straighten it out. Bring the leg in. Press yourself back, child's pose. Give yourself a big stretch through your back, your spine, your hips. Walk your hands off to one side. Stretch down the side of your body while you're here. Hands walk over to the other side. Return to the center. Bring yourself up. We are going into a sitting position right into our 90-90. I want to make sure we can stretch our hips out. 90-90 means front leg is at 90 from the hip to the knee to the ankle. Back leg, right here, you're taking the sternum over and giving yourself your stretch here. We bring ourselves up and gracefully switch it to the other side. The other leg comes to the front. And again, you'll see ankle is 90, knee is 90. Same for the back leg. When you're ready, it's a little bit of a rotation because we want to bring our sternum over our thigh. Start bringing yourself all the way up. Bring your legs out in front. Take some windshield wiper here. Legs are going to go side to side. Next move is our figure 4 seated. Ankle is going over. Now make any adjustments you need. Open the chest. Maybe you slide the foot in closer. You want a little deeper stretch. Maybe you keep the leg further away. Find that spot where you get a good stretch through the outer hip, the glutes. Release this side down. We have the other side to go. Each side might be different. You might like the leg out a little further or in a little closer when you switch sides. I do like to recommend pull the toes up. That is so it protects your knee. You can't go as deep into a stretch and torque your knee if you pull your foot in and flex it. Release that here. Take the bottoms of your feet together. It's a butterfly bound angle. Maybe it's a lean forward, maybe not. Just depends what feels better for you today. Bring yourself all the way up. I do want to stretch our upper body. We have just a couple minutes. I'm having a seat on the block. You choose where it is comfortable for you. If you're a person that crosses your legs, I do recommend that you switch which leg you have in front now and then. Changes how the pose feels. Shoulders up, back, and down. Open your chest, take your arms to the side, now clasp your hands behind, lift your chest. Right there, we did all of our chest press, chest flies. Feel the opening. Now relax your arms down. We are taking our arm behind. Maybe the elbow is 90. You could also slide the hand up between your shoulder blades. This is the important part of the stretch, getting the shoulder and the chest open. The tilt of your head, that's just a little extra. I really want you to feel the opening of your shoulder more than this neck part. We lift the head, relax the arm down. Here's the other side. First, get this really good stretch here, and that could be taking the hand between your shoulder blades. Feel that opening. Feel the shoulder, chest open, and then you drop the ear. Lift the head up, roll your shoulders out. Take your arms up by the side, hug a big ball, open up between your shoulder blades. We did our rowing. Feel the stretch down one side of your back. Center. Here is the other side. Your arms are going up. Flip your palms towards the ceiling, lengthening your waistline. Release your fingertips, tricep stretch, hand is behind your head, elbow goes towards the ceiling. Stretch out the tricep. Fingertips go up. Here's the other side. Fingertips go back up. Bring your arms down. Take your big shoulder roll. Here is your inhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, blow it out. 2 more times. Big inhale, bring it up. Exhale, blow it out. And one more time. Big inhale. Exhale, blow it out. Happy Monday. Thank you, everyone.